A three-day Chief Minister Startup and CSR Week 2022 concludes today, the 16th of November, with boot camps and workshops conducted for the entrepreneurs, which was also open for students, institutions, and government officials at the State Convention Centre, Pinewood Hotel, Shillong. During the event, panel discussions and interactive session was conducted along with boot camps for the new batch of entrepreneurs. At the event, Vijay Kumar Damera, IAS Commissioner and Secretary Planning, Government of Meghalaya, spoke on the need to bring scale-up loans for other partners to sustain the state's entrepreneurial journey.
Now we are doing this startup week where we are bringing in stakeholders and having engaging conversations and figuring out ways of taking our entrepreneurship journey to the next level. Next week we are also having a range of tourism events and tourism festivals, which is again a very, very important pillar for the state's story. So in a sense we are celebrating entrepreneurship, sports, startup. These are all part of the Meghalaya story, Meghalaya's growth story. As again our Commissioner Secretary just said, I think the vision for the state, this I keep saying, in fact this is the vision which our Honorable Chief Minister keeps articulating in every fora, is that if you look at Meghalaya today, Meghalaya, what is the population of Meghalaya? Meghalaya's population is about 38 lakhs, 3.8 million. So with 3.8 million people and a GDP of roughly 5 billion USD. Today we are, in terms of per capita income, we are not doing so well. So our per capita income is lesser than the national per capita income. So when we were designing this Vision 2030 and looking at the next 10 years of the state, so how does this state, how do we improve our per capita GDP? Again, some people, may have a debate on whether per capita GDP is the measure of progress and all, but I think if we want one coarse measure of progress, of course per capita GDP is a reliable and good metric for progress. So if that is the measure, now how are we going to improve that? So how are we going to improve? A second measure, which is much more holistic, is our SDGs. So on SDG performance and on per capita GDP performance, how do we become one of the best states in the country? This has been our vision for the last 3-4 years since I think this government started articulating its vision of where the state should be. So from where we are today in 2020, we are celebrated, now we are 2022, but this vision was articulated in 2020. So in 2022 is 50 years of statehood. So maybe when we celebrate 60 years of statehood, can Meghalaya become from a 5 billion GDP? It's very hard to a 30 billion. Can we become that? Can we become one of the top 10 states in the country in the performance of SDGs and in GDP per capita?